Heidi, your hair is amazing. Oh, I love it. Okay, we're recording to cloud. So again, for anyone listening, you are being gifted for doing this entire thing and being activated this entire time and going through this 3-day thing. Please, if you feel called to accept one of the gifts and you want to talk to me and have any help figuring out what in the world is 2020, don't want to go back to your job, know you're here to do good things, know you're here to write books, know you're here to be a healer and help. How's that going, right? Do you not want to go back to your jobs? This is going to be an interesting end of the year, and it will be a very interesting few years, probably till 2022. This will be pretty chaotic here. So it's going to require a lot of stability within people that can hold the light. That's where we're going with this. It is going to require a lot of us who have been doing this spiritual work. This is the time, like, all the spiritual work we've been doing since 2014, 2012, the year 2000, my ascension. I was talking to Kristen about this yesterday. My ascension teacher and Christ conscious, she's been talking about this stuff since 1999. Imagine talking about this stuff back in 1999 and just holding the vibration for those on the planet to have this awakening. Most people, like, we're laughing, most people can barely, like, people are waiting for this to speed up now. People who just woke up last year are like, what's taking so long, right? This is a process. We're doing this together. And blessed be to the people who have been talking about this stuff since the 60s and the 80s and the 90s. Like, oh my God, I was just thinking about them yesterday, like, wow. So let's, like, join. We are part of a global connection and community of people waking up, being light beings here, and we are going to activate that today. So I am here as a Capricorn teacher and leader to help you get your creation off the ground, to put it onto the earth, not just think about it, not just obsess over it, not just tell everyone for years you're going to do this thing or write that book. Actually really pull it down into the more material realms and create it, bring it to the earth. Gaia is asking people to step up. Gaia wants to work with you. I'm sure you felt that in our first one. And there's a lot we can do here. This will be the decade where we watch people break free of a lot of the chains or the jobs and the systems and the situations that just aren't working anymore. So if you feel you are here to help create the new earth, then reach out to me for this session, okay? There will be a link for setting up with that in the final link with the email access replay, okay? All right. Oh, I've got more people coming in. Let me just let her in. Hey, Aaron. All right. So now let me just do the logistics of what in the world is light body and what are you talking rainbow plasma, Jamie? Let me start with a story from 2018 in the fall. At that point, I was fully running the Wild Moon Society. It was a goddess mystery school. They were basically mystery schools. I was doing deep shadow work. I was doing a lot of transformational work, a lot of earth work, a lot of lower realm work, a lot of goddess work. And I had been doing that for years. And then in the fall of 2018, this, like, sheet of metallic rainbow energy came to me and then filled me up and then filled the room up. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And mind you, I was doing, like, shadow work. Let's just say I was doing a little, like, the colors I was working with were like reds and maroons and, like, you know what I mean? That type of energy. And then this rainbow was coming to me and I was like, what is this? And I just started to work with it and I just started to play with it. And it was basically showing me a lot of the future stuff that was going to happen, that I am here to work for the light, that I work and counsel with the Federation of Light, that I am a keeper of the light. I'm here to be a lighthouse. I am here to help people turn their lights on. So you could imagine someone who's doing, like, underground mystery school feminine goddess work is like, say, what the fuck? So it took me months to really accept that, and they kept coming and rainbows kept coming to me. I had a friend, other ascension friends at the time. They had no idea what I was talking about. I had other people that were advanced in the community. They had no idea what I was talking about. And then at that point, I realized I was going to need some way higher teachers. I was going to need some more advanced help with this. And that basically blasted open the door. That's when I created the New Earth Illuminators. It was basically Gaia as the New Earth, that consciousness level coming to me to initiate me. That entire fall that year, that was an initiation process for me for working for the light. And it showed up in rainbow plasma. If anyone has experienced this or knows what I'm talking about, please just type in the chat. I want to know if I'm literally the only one in here that knows what I'm talking about, which is fine. But this is higher dimensional sources of energy that are coming to the planet for those that are ready for this. We are going to access this today. This is coming to a lot more people on the planet, and it's time. And you're like, okay, rainbow, great. What is this, Care Bears, Jamie? Okay, here's the thing. Within, like, let's just bebop over to the light body axis. Like, what is light body? The light body, Laura said, yes, rainbow plasma, exactly, cool. So a lot of people will say that, they're like, I saw this thing, it's kind of like, it's shiny, it's metallic. Some people feel like they're getting rained on by it. Like, this is a higher dimensional access point to source energy, to source consciousness. So the light body actually comes before the rainbow body. The light body is what some people would call the vehicle of ascension, but it is essentially an energetic field that we can access within ourselves by continuously accessing crystalline DNA and photons within our cells and within our DNA, continuously accessing this, which is pushing more of that denser carbon energy out of our field. So as we're activating it and that starts to move and shake, it's pretty much shaking off some of our denser stuff. So the light body, traditionally and esoterically, spiritually, historically, with the Essenes, who came way before Christ, they were accessing this. Also, I'm a Druid. I studied my Druidic texts. That was accessing the light body was in the first quarter of my Druidic practice through the order of Druids, Ovates, and Bards. So this is something that's been going on the planet for a long time. It is not just ascension work. It's not owned by Christ. It's bigger than that. It's just bigger. We're going to go off the planet with this. All right. So this is a lot of cosmic connection we're going to be doing today. We're going to be mirroring up our solar, golden, diamond, crystalline light with the universe. All right. So as I'll be giving us, let me see, that's when my light column changed to a huge sphere type then. Sphere type then. Yes, yes, yes. It will start to change everything. There are flashes of this in awakening, but again, I will repeat, this is a choice. When you choose to work with the light body, with any of this cosmic energy, it is a choice. This can't happen to you. You can't just, it's not like, oh, I'm going to go to Jamie's thing and she's going to activate my light body. Oh, no, I'm not activating your light body. This is a personal cellular choice of yours to do this. Okay. This can't be done for you. None of the ascension can. All right. We're seeing on the planet, some people are being forced into it a little harder right now. And we'll be walking into that for a few years and watching people kind of have no other option, right? But to upgrade. However, you can be that person or you can be a conscious creator, which is what we learned yesterday. All right. So light body is basically a vehicle of ascension. Traditionally, it was known as the Merkaba. If you don't know what the Merkaba is, I want you to think of one triangle that points down and one triangle that points up, but they are connected together. So they have these side points, they have the two top point, and what we're going to do is actually start spinning these. So when you get your bottom one within your field, within the toroidal field, again, make sure you watched yesterday and that part, because we'll be accessing this. We'll get them spinning and we'll get them moving. This type of energy, that speed, will actually start pushing out and clearing away things. So you do want to make sure you are in the right place for this right now. And anyone listening to the recording, just make sure that you feel aligned with this. It's a go ahead, not like, oh, I don't know what she's talking about. This sounds weird. That probably might not be the best. And my dogs are in here for this. Sorry, you might hear a little tippy tapping. My dogs really like to be in for the light body stuff. A lot of animals and plant life do this anyway. If you're wondering what's next after the light body, the next is the rainbow body. And most people access this when they're dying. The rainbow body, AKA known as the rainbow bridge, you might have heard. This is the process when we go back into a crystalline structure and return to source. We activate that and do that through the rainbow body. It traditionally was usually only done for when people were crossing over. And I'm a death doula. I help people cross over. If anyone else has seen this or witnessed this in people, you can actually really feel it happening. And it's beautiful. What I am learning from source energy and from teachers that are talking about this too is that people will actually really be able to start accessing their rainbow body here while they're alive, while they're in a human form. However, it needs to come from a way denser, way less dense place. You won't be able to access your light body if you're still working with ego and judgment and blame and like any of those low vibrational things are never going to be able to hold the energy of the light body or rainbow body. So giving you a heads up, just because you're activating light body does not mean you're now an ascended master. We are here to really, really clear up this density right now. So you may be up and down and up and down. You may be able to totally access this and do this at night and then wake up to an email that just ruins your day. Okay? We're here to play this game. Don't think because you just did this one thing with me here right now that you're now fine and dandy and you don't need to take part in the world's awakening. It's way more invested than that. There's way more here to do than that, than just check out. However, once you now learn these light body activities, I invite you to use these whenever you want. If you can even remember one of the things I say today over the next hour, as we're going to go into meditation now, just take one of those activities away. Also know you may pass out for this. You may totally, and by pass out, I mean like fall asleep into a very deep sleep, which has been happening to people over these course of the few days. It's fine. Sometimes our brain and ego are just so involved and they're trying to figure out, and what'd she just say? And what's that? And is this it? And am I seeing it? And whoop, your brain will just go like, stop. Your whole spirit will just be like, boop. And then you're asleep and you're just receiving. All right. So if you need to just sit and receive, that is fine. All right. So I feel the energy shifting. I'm going to put on some music and to light some stuff. So I'm asking everyone here now. And oh, one last thing. I had everyone reaches out with their questions to me and then I like to answer them live so everyone can have the answer. Someone said, if I'm watching the replay, is it still as powerful or potent, me watching the replay versus you doing it with the people live? In the time and space continuum, none of that matters. It is absolutely as potent to watch this live as it is to watch the replay. Because guess what? In the quantum, it's still happening live somewhere. You know what I mean? So, and we're accessing the quantum with this. So time and space continuum, don't even worry about that. These are powerful, whether you do them asleep, you know what I mean? Whether you put these on going to bed at night, you now have access to these. Having a rough week next week, while we're still dealing with the Lion's Gate energy and all of that rainbow plasma is coming and all of that source energy is coming, pull one of these meditations out. You now know we've got a earth one, we've got a heart center one, and now we've got a light body cosmic one. These are beautiful, beautiful things that you can use for the next year. Okay, so these are tools. That's why I made them free. Here we are. Okay, so start to shift yourself into your space. Please go lie down, ma'am. Go lie down. Go ahead. Ma'am, Lucy, get over here. Shh. Come here. This is my Lucy, my healer dog. They're both healer dogs. And now she's licking all my coconut oil off me. Nope. Sit down. We're doing light body now. Ma'am. Ma'am. You're on TV. Look at everyone. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to let you up here if you were with me the entire time. Come on, lay down. Lay down. Oh my God. I might have to send them out. All right. I'm lighting. Okay, down. Go. Oh my God. See, she wants to be part of it, but she just wants to look the whole time. I'm gonna have to send you out. Come on, come on. I'm gonna put you out. You're a looking goo right now. Go lay down. Go girl. Mommy will be done soon. You can activate your light body from out there. Okay. All right. I'm feeling the energy shift. So if everyone could get into their own space, I'm going to choose a song, and let's just start by you guys really getting clear about your intentions. Deepen your breath. And it is up to you to get clear on why you're here. Why would this be helpful to your energy field right now? Why has your energy field put you in front of me? In this container with all of these other powerful beings. Let me just let some ads go by. And you can get clear on this really powerful day with all of this energy coming in. Checking in and seeing why the light wants to work with you. And seeing if your body is ready. And then at this moment, check in and see what you will do with this light. What are you proclaiming or commanding with the light that will come to you today? Being a light worker has a lot to do with devotion, with commitment, and with service. Not slavery service, divine will is divine service. What is that commitment, that pact you made as a light source being before you incarnated here? I'm asking that we have a remembrance of that today within ourselves. Let's start getting in our body. Feel deeply through the lower limbs. Feel all of your legs. Check in with your arms now, fingertips to shoulder. Feel the head, whole torso. Let's remember some of our first day grounding into Gaia. Open up your energy field, allowing your own rainbow bridge, chakras 1 through 7, to pop open now. And when you feel clear for all of them, you can open up your earth gate, releasing your tail and energy down into the ground, wrapping around the core of Gaia. Feeling and sensing her consciousness and her medicine and her magic connecting with you now. And then pulling it back up your tail. Pulling it up through the spine, through all of the chakras. And let this area just drop off some gifts in each segment here. Each vortex of spinning energy that is clearly open for you after the last 2 days. So see if it just zips open. See if you can just receive here. And now opening up as those chakras open. Get very clear about the heart center, that conscious creator. Let's tap into the heart center now. Your heart space should feel a lot, maybe lighter, more buoyant. There's a lot of buoyancy energy to the heart when you start clearing up lower density aspects in your field, in your DNA. And the heart can see better. You can see better with the eye of the heart. And even you may just notice a fraction of a difference. Maybe it's only 1%. Maybe it's 5% more. Your heart feels lighter. That is great. Believe me, you don't want this to happen all 100%. That would be pretty intense. It's okay to let this happen in segments. 5% lighter, 5% lighter, 5% lighter. Do this every week. By the end of the year, you'd be a different person. You'll be vibrating at a different frequency. So maybe just tap into that now. Can you make your heart about 5% lighter now? And to do this, we'll walk into releasing some density in our field. Right away, drop off any judgment you walked into today with, any judgment you woke up with, any judgment you have on this call right now. Drop it out of yourself so we can drop it out of the container. Release the criticism. Release any shame you're walking around with in your guts right now. Release it down to earth. She knows what to do with it, or release it up to the universe. They know what to do with it. Release fear. Fear is one of the lowest, densest forms, but it's a very primal form, and it's okay to experience this. We are humans on the planet, and we are going through a very interesting year, walking into a very interesting decade. There's a low base tone of fear on the planet, meaning it's within every body on the planet. Even if you think you have cleared fear, it is a daily thing to clear. See if you can release it, not only from your heart, but from your field. After 2 days of tapping into Gaia and then tapping into your heart, it may be a bit easier for you to release these things now. You don't have to release them forever, but release them for now. And see what voices, this is where you'll really be able to see the difference between your ego and your brain. Your ego will be the dialogue going right now about not wanting to release these things or trying to discredit what I'm saying. That would be the ego. Your brain will be trying to analyze this, trying to sort this out, trying to figure it out. Push both of those things to the left and the right. And as we do that, we'll be opening up our ascension column. You really have to move those two things out of the way to then call on and pull on your ascension column. So again, we did this yesterday. Open up your ascension column now. Feel lots of space being made here. Feel a lot of emotions, a lot of joy emotions, a lot of just like sensitivities will come up when you open up your ascension column here. Your heart gets to feel more when this happens. From this open space, we can now call on that etheric temple that we created together 3 days ago. And listen, this temple will be here for you whenever you need it. We created it in the etheric and the quantum. You can access this whenever you want. Access this before you go to bed if you want. And lay down on one of those marble aspects and say, beautiful, high, holiest beings, please help me, or guide me, or heal me today, tonight. Before you're going maybe into an important conversation or an important meeting, call on this etheric temple. There's a lot of us here working together, and this is the power of community. This is the power of unity. These doors will stay open for you, and they will stay sacred, and they will stay safe and protected by these guides. So at this time, let us call in first our higher self, our multi-dimensional self, our oversoul. Call this in first. So let's move up through the ascension column to connect in with the oversoul. Some people feel it 18 inches above. Some people feel it 3 feet above your head. Let's connect to that now. Now feeling completely open from your Earth star, which is the Earth gate, all the way up through the heart center, the high heart, the Christed heart, up through to your soul star. Feel completely open here. Open and clear. Open and sacred. And open and safe. There's a lot of fear around doing this work. And I am here to remind you that no low density manipulations, evils, or any type of those powers, they have nothing on the light. They have nothing on high vibrational frequencies. So if you are in that state, it is your choice to rise through it and to lock in and be able to anchor higher frequencies, higher dimensions, and anchor that into the earth. Want this place to be safer? Want this place to be brighter? It is your choice to anchor these lights into the crystalline grid or not. When you work with or work for, take in pure source light. You are safe. You are sacred. You are holy. You have been chosen, but really you came here and chose to do this. This is a remembrance. Now calling on all of your personal guides, your spirit team, your soul team, the clusters of spirits you work together with. There may be many in this group right now. We have come together as circles of teams and clusters with specific missions we came here to fulfill. Calling on these teams now, calling on this guidance. Calling on your Christed self, your anointed self, your sovereign self. At this moment, feel free to crown the heart as we did the sacred heart activation of crowning with gold crystalline energy, or that pure diamond white energy. Or you can have the crown on your seventh, on your head. Do that now if you feel called to it. Deepen your breath as you go through this process. Do not hold your breath here. Now calling on the masters, the guides, gods, goddesses, ascended ones. Calling them into this etheric temple, into your field. Receive any messages, wisdom, or insight you're ready to receive after 2 days of really clearing out your field and becoming more light. I don't mean L-I-T, I mean actual light. You have taken on a lot of light this weekend. You have signed up to become a rainbow bridge for the source light that is pouring down onto our planet now from our spiritual sun Sirius, from our sun Solaris, lined up with the greater central solar sun of the Milky Way galaxy. This is a lot of light, y'all. And this is where the word enlightenment comes from, to take on more light, to increase your light quotiency, the ability that your field is able to hold light in. Feeling all of this now, accepting what your guides are giving, or messages, or more so what you're feeling inside now. Now starting to activate the toroidal field and start pushing out the energy so your ascension column is open. And now you can start to activate that tubular energy of your own personal toroidal field. Let's get those moving now. Let's get more of the energy within yourself moving. Speeding up here is where we have to match light. We have to meet the light. We can't wait for the light to come down and do what it needs to do. Activate yourself. Reach up to meet it. And by reach up, really means speed up. So get your toroidal field that we did yesterday, get that moving, get that expanding now. And see, just check in and see the space and the width of that. Is it maybe just 6 feet around you? Just check in with that. We got a few feet, maybe that 12-foot heart circumference we were talking about yesterday. Just explore your own toroidal field now. Mm. And we're going to connect to the golden center heart space. The reason why I keep bringing up gold is that in the cellular makeup, it holds an alchemical activation and a reaction within gold that accesses higher light particles. It can actually move with the speed of light on a photon level. I know that's a lot of science and a lot of physics, but gold is an activator for the light. It's a conduit for more higher frequencies of light. It is a connector. Some people even call that its own light body. To wear lots of gold will help you slip into higher dimensions faster. That's why you'll see a lot of channelers wearing gold as much as they can put on their body or afford. So access and call on the energy of that golden light within your heart now. And now grow that golden ball in your heart, that golden sun. The heart is here to transform into a star, into a sun, turning you into your own solar system with gravitational magnetic pull swirling around your center activation and your center sun as you become a mirrored reflection of our solar system. Gaia has shown me that she herself is heading towards a star. Her ascension is not to be a planet anymore, but she will be ascending into a sun over the next few millennia. You are here to help this now. You are here to reflect this now. Connect to that message here and now. I'm seeing many Venetian beings here to access and help us this now. If you are being visited by any Venetian, Lady Venus, Sanat, Kumar, many Venus beings are here to support us with this now. They're sharing with us, this is what Venus is on track for. She is turning into a star herself. She has left her planetary sense, has released a lot of the denser karmic aspects. They are here to help us activate more golden radiant energy here. If you want to receive these blessings, messages, or medicine, you can opt in, but you need to personally opt in. Use your words or use your intention now for that. And they're allowing me and telling me and letting me know it's time to move forward with the light body activation. So we're gonna start really small here, and it is going to build and build and build. Feel and sense your entire human body now. Bring your awareness to the soles of your feet, and I want you to feel light start to grow. And during this entire light body activation, you will either see gold or bright white light or a diamond crystal clear light, or you may be accessing that rainbow plasma. Let the soles of your feet start to feel light grow. Start to see it pulse and pulse and pulse. Starting to grow through your entire foot now. And that light moves and grows, still pulsing from the soles of your feet up to your ankles. And now you feel your full ankles being activated with this light, changing molecular structure already. You may feel a widening and expanding sensation. You may feel hot. You may feel tingly. You may feel like you're going to pass out. Deepen your breath. Every breath and inhale in and up helps rise, helps allow this light deeper up through your shins now. You can feel and pull the light up. It is pulsing up your shins, through your calves, through your blood and bone here. As the light moves up to your knees. There's a lot of density in the knees, so let us just spend some time here with the light, fully encompassing and activating what it needs to in the knees. The knees are what block us from moving forward in life. So let's clear some of that out now. Pulling the light up through the thighs now. You can really feel it's like a blanket of light lengthening up through the density of your thighs, coming up to your hips, the graveyard of emotion known in the yoga world. The hips are also known for decision making. Many people will feel stuck here in both realms. Let's welcome in the light to do a lot of clearing here. Let's welcome in this opening now. You can still feel the light coming and pumping up from the feet. It doesn't stop, it continues on. This is a well, your toroidal field is helping magnetize and pull it up through the central sun of your heart. We're pulling it up through the genitals now, through the low back, through the low belly. Let it do what it needs to through these lower areas that hold on to a lot. You may be burping, crying, farting, releasing, laughing, giggling. There will be releases happening. This is how we release denser energies and that which we're ready to move on from. Let it go. I can't hear you. Moving up now, pulling that light up into the belly. Into all of our beautiful visceral organs that keep us alive, that keep us healthy. Pulling these energies up past the navel center now, up to the diaphragm, up through the ribs. Feel your entire ribs turn into crystalline light. As it comes up into the heart space, activating almost a starburst of energy as that light meets and matches your unique divine light that lives in your heart space. Let this explosion take place. This is called a starburst of energy. And this may pulse for you. It may not just be one thing. You may be pulsing with every pump of the heart now. It may jolt your legs. It may jolt your chest. It is light. Allow it to do its magic to your field now. Feel the light radiate through the shoulders, down the arms, through the elbows. These are other places where energy gets very stuck. Forearms down to the hands. Let us leave our hands in our lap or down by our side, palms up, and I want you to start to feel the energy in your hands building up. Feel these balls of light grow with each breath. Moving up through the throat and the neck, another place where energy gets stuck and we lose our voice, our ability to speak on our behalf. Let the light permeate this area. Moving up through the jaw into the brain, through the eyes, through the third eye, around the entire skull and brain. Let your brain expand here. The brain can also evolve and expand. We don't need to be upset with it or mad at it or judge it. Let us activate the higher frequencies within the brain and this light now. Letting the light upgrade the endocrine system now. These beautiful glands, the thymus gland and pineal gland, and many more that are in charge of hormonal regulation and the medicinal cabinet of the human body. Let the light activate and upgrade these areas now. Moving on to the bloodstream. Let the light radiate through this liquid that is pumping on a regular basis, being filtered by the liver, moving through us with its own plasma. Let the light activate the plasma, which is the space between in the cellular makeup of our blood. Let the light activate this in betwixt, in between, liminal space in our own blood now. Let our organs be part of this activation as well. We have 13 visceral organs that are extremely important to our human makeup here. Let us activate here. We can also go into the skeletal system and activate this beautiful structure. It is a carbon structure, and we will continue to need it on this platform here, which is okay, but we can lighten it up. We can enlighten it. So let's do that now. And now moving deeper into the body, let's go into our DNA strands. Imagine your double helix spinning around, rotating and spiraling, constantly moving, evolving, activating, deactivating, coming alive, turning off, turning on. Those little strands are active. However, there's a lot of carbon ones that are controlling your upgrade. What we'll do here today is shine the light onto them as we access and activate more crystalline structures. And yes, think of little tiny crystal, cellular, sparkling vibrations happening within your DNA now. As you activate this, it pushes over and moves away much of this energy. This may feel like an opening, it may be tingly, it may be very emotional, it may feel enlivening, sparkly, tingly. Moving on now, that was just everything we've done for this entire 30 minutes has been to just release the density within ourselves, in our fields, and on this planet. So let's let that all flash up and off the planet. We don't even need to put it in the planet. Let it flash up before your eyes, up and out your ascension column. The universe knows what to do with it. Get it off the planet now. Go deeper into this crystalline light body activation now at the base of your spine. We will go up the spine, which is connected deeply to our energetic griding system here as a human on the planet. But we want to activate a more crystalline, much higher frequency within us through each of these discs. So we will rise up through the spine, starting at the base tailbone. Imagine a solar disc lights up for the first vertebra. A disc lights up for the second, the third, fourth vertebra, fifth vertebra, keeping each of these solar discs in light, pulsing and pumping. Sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, past the sacrum, 11th, 12th, 13th, still solar discs lighting up, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, hitting the heart center, feeling your big solar sun disk opening up. 22, 23, following along. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30th, coming up through the mouth of God. 31, 32, 33, leaving off the top of the spine. Witness and feel your entire spine lighting up. You may be experiencing light or extreme pulsing here. It just means it's working. Breathe into it, lie down if you need to. Teresa, your light body is literally making an appearance on screen right now. Her light is pulsing if anyone wants to look at her. I know she's probably deep in it, but this is exactly what we're activating. Pulsing light. Hers is already in her entire room. So we'll move beyond the body now. Your whole body may be feeling lighter, tingly. Now we'll crank up the volume. Again, this was just the beginning to get our bodies activated to this light. We will now imagine there's a dial. We're around 10% light activated. If you are ready to opt in, I invite you to turn that dial and crank it up. You can literally do it with your hand. I know a lot of you feel like, yeah, you want to crank it up. So let's move it up to about 22%. And this is going to fill up your toroidal field with this light. Feel that now. Feel the space in front of you, all light. The space behind your body, all light. To the left of you, light. To the right of you, light. Below you, there is light. And above you, there is light. Sit in this field you've created now. Once you have sustained that vibration in your toroidal field, let us grow our toroidal fields now, taking that dial and pumping it up, lengthening, widening, and expanding our light to over 111 miles out away from you now. Turning this dial up past 33, maybe even into 44 spaces now, depending on how big you can feel. You may grow into it, but really activate and accelerate your light to now take up 111 miles radius. Do this now. For those of us that are in similar spaces, you may be able to feel each other's now. I have multiple people on Europe in here, on the West Coast, from the East Coast. Start to feel other people's light. Start to feel these other pillars of light, temples of light. If you lose your track or fall off, remember this is pulsing from your heart center, from your solar cosmic heart space. Your whole body, all of your DNA, it is all pumping out this energy now to 111 miles out away from you. Moving on, we will continuously accelerate that dial now. Taking your dial and now lifting it up, turning up the volume here out to 55. This will create your own pillar, your own temple, or a tower of light as you come off the planet now. You have reached out and expanded your light, and now it's time to come off the planet. Feel yourself lift up. Feel yourself lift up and out off the planet. You are a big, massive pillar of white light, diamond light, crystalline light, maybe rainbow. Look out and around you and start to feel all the other pillars of light and temples of light on the planet, in the country you live in, around the globe, and then start to see how all of these lights connect. And we connect through that crystalline grid of Gaia, that higher dimensional consciousness that is sparkling and breathing and glowing, its own life source on this planet, within the planet, off the planet, a reflectal of the crystalline grid within our DNA strands. Feel this connection now. Pump your light into this grid now. Moving on and moving up. You can take that dial now and turn that volume of light all the way up to 88. Now matching the frequency of light that Solaris sends out now, that Sirius binary system sends down to us now, that the great central sun is sending to us now. Match that light of 88 degrees with our 8-8 Lionsgate presence now. You have lifted off the planet and gotten yourself into all of the space that forms around our planet for you to access and receive this light now. Now we will crank up the volume even higher now. After we have received those light codes into our bodies, into our fields from the sacred Lionsgate portal, we are now cranking up the volume, this time to 111, as we expand our energy field, our light body, to a cosmic level. Reaching out of our solar system, moving past the Milky Way galaxy, and reaching into, expanding into the multiverse, available to us whenever we need, where all things and no things exist. I call on the Galactic Federation of Light, the great Brotherhood of Light, the Council of Light, the Keepers of Light, and any other high, holy, divine beings that are here to help us with the highest intention, purest, light-filled intention, working through the cosmic rays of the Christ-activated solar beings on this call now. Let us receive the light now. You would now like to activate your Merkaba. Feel a triangle, an upside down pyramid, let's say, from your belly down. So the base of that pyramid starts at your heart space, and the point of the pyramid ends up a few inches below your feet. So it's a big, huge pyramid pointing down. Start rotating that. Give it a spin going clockwise. And let that fling off any excess density. Let that activate a more light speed frequency within thyself now. And now feel another pyramid, another triangle, pointing upwards this time. The base rests at your hip level, and the point accesses all the way up to a few inches above your head. We're going to give this a spin counterclockwise now. So notice how that helps you shift off a lot of density, a lot of excess stuff we don't need. Once you have done that, continuously keep spinning your lower pyramid clockwise, your upper pyramid counterclockwise, and let these two unite to create divine frequency within thyself. Let this activate fully your light body now. Allow the twitches and the twinges and the tweaks, the tingling, let it all rip. Don't try to analyze it, let it rip. We will now turn to a form of gratitude, deep resonance. Feel your radiance, your resilience. Feel this new vibration you're ready to work from down here on Gaia again. Recognize this light as a birthright, as an incarnated soul on planet Earth. Take note of the support that you have been offered this entire call, this entire weekend, these entire 3 days. You are feeling called as a bow to gratitude towards these beings of light that were here to assist this session. You can send them that gratitude now. Pump that gratitude, which is one of the highest vibrational emotions, into the universe, into the multiverse. As we start our descent back into the planet, sphere, and space, we will slowly, gradually turn that volume back down. The dial is slowly moving down. And I want you to imagine that your light body actually gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller as we go down, 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 down. And that light body of yours can actually reside right in that Solaris heart space of yours. You don't need to get rid of it. You don't need to turn it off. I feel that this group has gotten to such a high space with this frequency that we can condense this down and keep it in our own field and keep it in our heart. Maybe for a few minutes, maybe for a few hours or for a few days. Maybe you are activated, regularly ready to do this work so that you can keep it in your field on a regular basis. Slowly we leave that multiverse. We come back into our Milky Way galaxy, zoom in to our solar system, which is far off the wing of our galaxy. We come into our solar system with our own beautiful units and planets, zooming back into the inner tribe of planets, thanking the Venetian guides, thanking Solaris, thanking Sirius from way out yonder in the galaxy of helping us, thanking the great central sun, coming back now onto the planet, calming and feeling yourself in these pillars, still witnessing and recognizing all of the other people, the other pillars of light doing work today together. Let us stop and pause here and feel the millions activating light on the planet now. We are here to remind each other that we are not alone. We are not alone. We are part of light tribes, light prophecies, light clusters, light councils, here together, doing this together. So come into your 111-mile radius. This is a big space for you. This is what you can affect and help. Become comfortable with this radius. After being in the multiverse, it might feel a little bit easier than when we first turned this on. And now coming into the room you take in. So zipping down, turning down that dial, coming back into space, coming back into your room. Feel all your light coming in. And as it comes in, it's not getting weaker or less. You are just able to compact it into your toroidal field now, into your heart. It can be that simple. Now we come into our toroidal fields and we turn the volume back down even more, coming close to that 0 point stillness of the heart, turning that volume all the way down to 0 as we fully come back into the heart center. No, this does not turn off your heart. It doesn't block it. 0 point field is the most powerful field. It's the creator field. It is the God field, the Buddha field. Come into that within you now. Now coming into your body, feeling your head, feeling your ears, your eyeballs, your eyebrows, the tip of your nose, your lips, tongue, and teeth. Feel your jawline, your neck, your collarbones, your shoulder blade, elbows, fingers, fingernails. Feel your breast, your sternum, everyone has breasts, your heart, your low back, your belly, your buttocks, your genitals, your thighs, your hips, your knees, your calves, shins and ankles, toes and soles of the feet. You are back on earth, back in your body, feeling much different than when you entered this call 90 minutes ago. You can start to drink some water, open up your gaze, keep your eyes low maybe. You need to hop right into journaling, go for it. If you need to lay back down and go do that, if you need to go off on a nap, go for it. You may come back and feel lightheaded. You may be hungry. It is okay, whatever you're feeling. I'm going to just speak some integration practices into the group now. You will feel this for months to come. We are still feeling the light body activation I did in January. This was 2.0. This was way deeper than that. This was a lot more intense than that. So you guys doing this with me for the first time, amen, aho, blessed be to that. You are ready. Your spirits put you in. And Teresa, your whole room was, your name's Teresa, right? Yeah, Teresa. Whole room, I don't know if you saw it, was pulsing light. I think Heidi saw it. I was like, oh my God, that's why I didn't mean to interrupt you or your process, but it was so beautiful to see it actually show up in the physical presence. Heidi said, my body feels heavy like I just got out of a pool. Interesting. So we'll be playing this game. You'll feel light, you'll feel heavy, you'll feel neutral, you'll feel nothing. There's so much clearing. You'll definitely question our existence and what we're doing on this planet. You'll see people's behavior and you won't be able to be around it. You'll now touch some food and go, never again. Things are going to happen now. You won't be able to listen to certain music. You won't be able to see certain family members anymore. I'm just giving everyone a heads up. This is what happens. But I don't believe in, as a Scorpio rising self node in Pluto, I do not believe in like pushing people out or cutting people out necessarily, unless you need to for your safety of yourself, your energy field, and your family. I believe it is actually more powerful, more sovereign to bring these energetic lights, bodies, and fields to places where it's needed. Not go, oh, I can't handle that anymore. I don't need to deal with that anymore. It's like, no, let's bring these fields to the places that need the light, right? So that may be your family members. That may be your communities. This may be your work. These may be your friends. Allow them to feel your field. Allow them to access this light. We're here to be pillars of light and to be lighthouses. So to keep our light from people isn't Christ-like. It isn't sovereign. It's not enlightened. Let us bring this light to the planet, all right? Journal, baths, swimming, high vibe food, green drinks and juices. Really think about helping your energetic field after this, okay? I feel like that's it. All right, I'm gonna shift off this call so everyone can move into the next level. To whoever's coming to the beach with us after this, yay, we're gonna go put this in the ocean. Anyone else, please get this to waterways, riverways, lakes, fields, trees, farms. Take it to the people, take it to the playgrounds. There are people who just go set up light pillars at playgrounds. Brilliant. Give the children, our future, this light, right? We've got dancing going on. We're gonna go to the beach and have fun. Some people are gonna go hang out with their family today. Woo! All right, I love you all so much. The replay will be out shortly. I will send a link to set up a session with me. It looks like my makeup is running down my face. Happy Saturday. Enjoy your day. Love you all. Talk soon.